This is the AttiCat expanding blown-in insulation system from Owens Corning. For over 70 years, Owens Corning has been a recognized leader in the building materials industry. And you certainly recall its popular icon, the Pink Panther. We would like to take just a few minutes to talk with you about why bringing your attic insulation up to recommended standards is a great investment that will actually save you money. We'll discuss 4 important areas. What does attic insulation do? How much insulation should you have in your attic? How does the AttiCat insulation process work? And how can adding AttiCat insulation improve your home's comfort and save you money? First, let's talk about insulation. The job of insulation is to slow the flow of heat in and out of your house. Heat that you either paid to produce in the winter or heat that you're trying to keep out by paying to cool your home in the summer. Owens Corning AttiCat expanding blown-in insulation is made up of millions of tiny air pockets that are formed between the strands of our insulation. When installed in your attic, these air pockets work to dramatically slow the flow of heat. That means a warmer home in the winter and cooler in summer. The ability of the insulation to resist the flow of heat is called its R value. The question is, how much insulation is enough? The United States Department of Energy, or DOE, has published a map that gives specific recommendations for attic insulation R values throughout the country. They recommend that all homes should have between R30 and R60 insulation in the attic. The fact is that most homes don't have nearly enough insulation. It's estimated that 80 million of the 125 million homes in America are not adequately insulated. In fact, only 20% of all homes are properly insulated. So what does all that mean? Well, if your home is not up to the recommended standards, it's not as comfortable as it should be, and it's certainly costing you money, a lot of money. Heating and cooling are the biggest energy expenses in the average home. In fact, 46% of every utility dollar goes into those 2 areas. When you aren't well insulated, you can actually see your money going up into the air. Look at these infrared winter photographs. The white, yellow, and red all show significant heat loss. And if heat is escaping, you're losing out on comfort as well. That means cold, chilly rooms in the winter and hard-to-cool areas in the summer. Adding insulation will also improve the function and efficiency of your heating and cooling as well as your roofing systems. In fact, proper ventilation and insulation are all important factors to provide you with comfort, durability, energy efficiency, moisture control, and the prevention of ice dams, which can cause water to leak through the roof and into your home. Adding Owens Corning AttiCat insulation can bring your home up to today's DOE standards, and we can do it professionally and efficiently with no mess. When we're done, your attic will have a uniform layer of Owens Corning pink fiberglass insulation that will deliver the R value or thermal performance that you need. The AttiCat system is clean. There's only minimal cleanup. And AttiCat insulation is made from 50% recycled glass, so you'll feel good knowing that you're doing your part to help the environment. Now you know why having a properly insulated attic is so important and why Owens Corning pink fiberglass insulation is a great choice. But this may be the best part. Adding AttiCat insulation can save you money now and in the future. When Owens Corning pink fiberglass insulation is installed and your home is sealed, you may realize savings of up to 20% on your heating and cooling energy bills. And here is why right now is the best time to insulate. The American Recovery and Reinvestment Act of 2009, or ARRA, gives homeowners like you a 30% tax credit, up to $1,500, for the cost of the insulation materials they purchase. Your contractor will provide you with a material cost of the qualifying products. At tax time, 30% of this amount will come right off your taxes. It's an immediate reward with a long-term savings investment. The tax credit is available for most energy improvements installed between January 1st, 2009 and December 31st, 2010, so your timing is perfect. Your contractor will be happy to answer any other questions that you may have. They're a professional who can guide you through the process. But some of the best salespeople for Atticat expanding blown-in insulation are homeowners just like you who have already made the Atticat choice.
In the summer, you could really tell a difference in the summer with how hot it would get upstairs when the air conditioning was running, and it would be nice and cool down here. And I think that was probably the first time we decided that we really needed to probably get some insulation in the attic.
I agree. I had heard about the cost savings that would come with insulating the attic to a higher level than even what code suggests, but it was really the fact that the upstairs was too hot compared to the downstairs that motivated us to insulate.
The problem I had was that the rooms downstairs were very comfortable, but when you move up this house, it's a very tall building, and as you get to the upper floor, the heating and ventilating doesn't seem to work as effectively. Rather than replace the heating system, the logical next step was to actually replace or add to the insulation that we have in the attic.
The change that we could feel was even more than we could have expected with the cost savings efforts, etc. It changed the way we felt good about being upstairs at any time of day, and whether it be summer or winter. That's what made the difference.
I found that it does hold the temperature much better, and I'm hoping in the winter that it'll be warmer up there. I've seen the benefit in the summer, but I think that was the first thing that I noticed. The second was that it's much quieter. It just seems that there's no sound at all coming through the roof. And our windows are fairly well insulated as well. They're pretty good windows, and so all in all, it's been a surprisingly good experience.
I would definitely say you can save money if you make the investment because you save on heating and cooling, and it's really worth it.
I would look to 3 key points. Number 1 is saving energy costs. Number 2 would be improving the resale value of the home if you ever sold it. And number 3 is you're going to enjoy living there a lot more once it's done.
Whether you're installing a new furnace or air conditioner, putting on a new roof, or just looking to bring your attic insulation up to today's energy-efficient standards, adding Owens Corning Atticat expanding blown-in insulation is a smart choice.